Hey, Pastor David here. Thanks again for tuning in today. As most of you know, my wife and I are parents, and we have two wonderful young children. Dason is 6 years old, and Sienna is going to be 2 years in July. Being parents is a lot of fun, and it's also very challenging some days, as I can imagine the rest of you as parents can attest to. Some days when the day is done, it's 10 o'clock or even 10:30, my wife and I, we can look at each other and we say, we made it another day. I know it's kind of jokingly, but some days it really feels that way. It's like you go through your day and it feels like you're just doing enough to survive, because parenting and everything that life brings with it can be so challenging and so overwhelming some days that you just don't know how you even did it. Now, our children, from Dason to Sienna, obviously it was a big difference in terms of personality. So with Sienna, so many times it feels like we are just in the stage where she is sleeping through the night, and then something else comes up again where she doesn't sleep through the night. So it seems to be an ongoing challenge where she will sleep through the night and then she doesn't, for whatever reason. And then we get tired, sometimes we get frustrated, and sometimes our energy just runs out, as the rest of you would attest to how it goes in parenting. However, in the midst of all this, we're thinking about how difficult some of those days are and how messy our house gets and all the rest. And when we truly stop and think about it, we are still grateful for the opportunity to be parents to these young ones, and we wouldn't trade it for the world. Sometimes when we're going through a difficult time, the hard times have a tendency to get the best of us, and we lose sight of what is truly important and what really matters in life. This is nothing new to us. This is been around for as long as humanity has been here on this earth, and since humanity has fallen into sin within this world. In 2 Corinthians 4 verse 17 in the NLT, Paul writes, "For our present troubles are small and won't last very long. Yet they produce in us a glory that vastly outweighs them and will last forever. So we don't look to the troubles we can see now. Rather, we fix our gaze on things that cannot be seen. For the things we see now will soon be gone, but the things we cannot see will last forever." I can only imagine for somebody who has lost a child, and they will look back and say, like, where did the time go? You experience that child within your family, and all of a sudden this individual is gone. I can only imagine how painful that would be. So let us consider, whatever we're going through, the difficult times of life, let us consider what is truly important. Let us not allow the temporary difficulties that we face rob us of the great hope and promise of life and of what truly matters in life. Because we recognize that we have a gift that matters right here, right now. But in the greater perspective, especially in light of eternity, we have to acknowledge, as Paul says, our present troubles are small and won't last very long. So while we're going through this crazy thing called life, while we're journeying on together in one way or another, let us remember that in good times and in bad times, as we experience it now, it is very, very temporary. But let us cherish every gift that we have been given. Let's make the best of every opportunity. Good, easy, hard, or bad. Let's make the best of it as children of God, because we're on a journey and we have a shepherd. He is the good Lord that goes before us. So let us not put our heads down in the sand. Let us keep our heads up, our shoulders back, and move forward, because we are children of God and we live forever, and we will all one day be united in the presence of our Lord. We will see him face to face. So be encouraged today. Thank you.